Hey guys, welcome back to No Catch Name. It's me, Ella. Today is April 21st, 2025. It's Monday. So yeah, I hope you all had a safe and happy Easter. It was yesterday. We had a good time. But anyways, I wanted to get into my market recap. I had my last market for a little while on Saturday, which was the 19th. It was a 4-hour market and it was an Easter egg hunt / market. It was a free community Easter egg hunt. And then there was also vendors and food trucks and stuff like that, you know. One of those people with balloons. I don't think there was a face painter this year, but like a photo op and all that stuff, you know. So it was a lot of fun. There was a lot of foot traffic, and I think I did pretty good. There was only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 vendors, and 2 of them was crochet. So it was a little awkward. This is one I did last year with my sister, and I believe there was like 5 or 6 vendors last year too. And I signed up for this one in December, so its booth fee was already paid for last year. It's part of last year's books. But anyways, so I signed up in December, and then I did notice that she had also signed up another lady that's crochet artist. So I was a little worried about that, but I think it did pretty good. So I was supposed to be outside, but when we got there, we were the first people there. She said that she's moving everybody inside because the wind was supposed to be bad. So I was a little worried about that because I thought there was going to be more vendors, but I guess people backed out maybe or something. I don't know, because there was only the 5 of us. So I got to set up wherever I wanted to in the building because I got there first. So I did pick like a corner spot, and close to one of the doors, there was 2 doors in and out of the building that people, customers would be going through. So I was right beside one of the double doors, so I thought that was pretty good. But yeah, so we got in and we set up, and I took pictures of my setup. I think I took a video too, so I'll put that in here if I did. And yeah, so let's get into it. So anyways, it was 4 hours long, and I like the short ones. They seem to just fly by. So in total, for people who are only interested in the numbers, in total I made $300 on the nose. So I did make some of that on Square and some of it in cash. So in cash I made $185. On Square I made $115. And then the Square fees was $344. So that's a total profit after the fees, $296.56. So I was really happy with that for a 4-hour market. So I wasn't bummed out about that at all. I'm happy anytime I make over the booth fee, essentially. So everything else after that is profit to me, just because of the way I run my business. All my materials and my booth fee, stuff like that, is always paid for already in separate months. So all the yarn and safety eyes and fiberfill, the bags that I put the stuff in, all that stuff has already been paid for out of my other No Catch Name profits. So my markets are like pure profit, except technically anything that I buy out of, is it April? It's April. I almost said March. Will come out of these profits too, along with my Etsy shop and my other market I already did, and my YouTube channel and all that stuff. It's hard to explain, but all my income is bulked together, and then all my what am I trying to say? All my expenses come out of that together, you know. And then yeah. But anyways, I try to explain that every video, and I feel like I mess it up every time. But so anyways, I'm happy with the almost $300. So I did pay $45 booth fee, but like I said, it was paid in December last year, so that came out of December last year's income. So you know, I didn't have to make that back. Like I said, I did pay the $45 was for an outside booth. Inside booth was $65, so I did save a little bit of money getting an inside booth because they moved us all inside. Okay, so items sold. I'm gonna try to pop up pictures of everything, and all the pattern links will be linked below if there are any. There's a few that I just make myself, you know. So I sold all together 29 items, which I thought was pretty good. Let's see here. 38% of the items was on card and 62% was in cash. So I did make more cash sales. It seems to be like random. Some markets I do more card sales, some markets I do more cash sales. So it's always good that I take both. Alright, so now into the items that I sold. The first thing I sold was the last eagle that I have. And it is, I remember it's a pay-for pattern off of Etsy. I can't remember if that's the crochet code or if it's the crochet shop. I can't remember. But it'll be linked below. It's a big bundle of, I think, 15 bird patterns. I made a bunch of the eagles last year for a market that I went to at a school where their mascot is the eagle. And I sold 2 there, and then I sold the rest of them just randomly after that. So I sold an eagle to a little boy. And then I did a bulk sale, as you know, multi-items. So they bought the extra large spider, which was, it's a paper pattern. It's the bigger size that I made with Big Twist Plush. They bought a small dragon. They bought the extra large pink dragon and a rubber duck. It was a mom with 4 kids, varying ages. Like the youngest one was like, let's see, she's the one that had twins. Yeah, she had twins, and they looked like they were 7, 8, around there. And then she had like a 11-year-old and then a teenager. So she let them all pick out something. And then a family came with 2 little girls, and they bought 2 of the dragons. So the dragons are really popular again. I only have 1 dragon left. Then the next sale was 2 mini octopuses and a mini pickle. Those are both my patterns. I have a tutorial of the mini octo and a tutorial of the pickle, but the tutorial isn't a mini one. I just made it smaller. Then I sold another mini octo. And then the next order was a jumping spider, a mushroom boy, the last small one, and a chicken on the nest. I only had 2 of those chickens left from my last market, and they both sold this market. Then I sold a large mushroom boy, one of the big ones, and a ladybug. That was 2 separate orders, but it was siblings, and they're actually kids that go to our homeschool co-op. And then I sold one of the gummy bears that I've had for a while. I've had 2 yellow ones forever. Everybody liked the other color ones, and the yellow one's been lingering, but a little girl picked out a yellow one. And then in another order, I sold the last rubber ducky and an axolotl. Those were for Easter gifts for actually those 2 kids from co-op. Their mom came over and bought those 2. So I thought that was funny. And then I sold that really small chicken that I made with just Chanel yarn. It came out really small. I think I made 3 of them. So I sold the last one of that. And then someone bought 2 mini octos. And then the next order was another mini octo and a chicken on a nest. That was the last one. And then on this one, I gave someone a deal. I don't typically like doing that, but these particular items I've had for a little while, so I was fine giving her a deal on them. So a lady came with a little girl. She was an older lady. She wanted a large possum and 2 medium possums. It's the 3 that I had on the table at the time. And she asked me if she bought all 3 of them, if I could give her a deal. So typically I sell my medium-sized possums for $12 each, and the big one is $20. So it would have been $42 altogether. So I told her that if she buys all 3 of them, I'll give them to her for $35. So she did get a $9 discount, which I was fine with, because those medium possums I've had for a while. They've been kind of lingering in my stash. So I have, I think, 6 of them. So I sold 2 of them. So now I still have 2 large possums, and I think 2 or 4 of the medium sized ones. So I was okay with that. So yeah, I don't typically like doing discounts, because I feel like haggling is more of something you would do at like a yard sale or something like that, or flea market, not necessarily a craft show. It's kind of offensive sometimes. But I don't know, I just did it. Sometimes I do, and sometimes I tell them no. But I think it's just because I was trying to push those possums out. I've had them for a while. But anyways, yeah. So they were worth, technically, what I priced them at, $42, and I sold them for $35. That's what I'm trying to say. So it's medium possum and a large possum. They are 2 different patterns, but they'll be both linked below. And then I sold her my large snakes to a little girl. It seems to be little girls always pick out the big snakes. It's funny. But she got the big purple one. And I used to follow a pattern by Knotting Hook Crochet, and then I made my own snake pattern. And I believe this purple one was my own snake pattern. I think so. I can't really remember. I have to look at the picture of it or something to see how the face is done, because I do my face different than the one I did from Knotting Hook. But and then the last sale I made was a jumping spider, and it was to a guy who bought something from me at another market. It was him, his wife, and I guess his children, I'm assuming. He was a very nice guy. He stood there and talked to them for a while. They are vendors too, but not at this market. They vended at other markets, you know. And they make tumblers and things like that. So, but 2 of the people who bought from me Saturday were repeat customers. So it was that guy, and it was the lady with 2 little girls who bought 2 dragons. Last year at the same market, they bought 2 brontosauruses. Actually, she brought one brontosaurus and something else. I don't remember what she bought, the littlest one. And then she went home and they were arguing over the brontosaurus. So she messaged me and I ended up making her another one. And she came by and picked it up. So yeah, but anyways, so that's what I did. So I made $296.56. 185 of that was in cash, and like 111 and some change, 56 cents it was on Square after the fees, which was $3.44. I'm not too mad at the fees, because if I didn't have a Square, I wouldn't have made $111.56. So it's totally worth the fees, I think. So I'm not mad at Square. They did raise their rates recently, but it's okay, you know, it balances out, I think. So yeah, so all these patterns will be linked below. The only ones that I don't have, that are mine, that I don't have a tutorial of yet, is the snake. I have the pattern written up and all that. I just haven't had a chance to sit down and record it. Our life has been crazy busy lately. But I think it's going to start calming down now, because this one was my last one for a little while, until at least July. Homeschool co-op has ended, other than like they do random get-togethers. Things are just calming down now. I'm getting ready to go into summer. So, I'm hoping that things just chill out. I did have to order some more fiber fill, because this is all I have left of a 20-pound box. While I was at the market, I took some burnt out blanket yarn with me to finish this T-Rex, and then I completely forgot to pack stuff to make his eyes with. So I finished a T-Rex at the market. This is him. Ain't he cute? I completely forgot to pack stuff to make his eyes with, so I do gotta put eyes on him. But this is just 2 shades of burnt out blanket. This is paid for pattern. I'll link it below if you're interested. It was on sale yesterday when I seen it. But so I finished him, and then I made a giant pickle. It's big. And then because I only took a little scrap ball of the dark green, and then I took the rest of the skein of the lighter green. So I made 2 mini octos. I finished up the little scrap ball I had of the dark green, and so I went into the sagey green, and then I made this one. And then my hands were getting sore after making all that stuff. So I came home with like this much left of the sage green color. But that's the things I made at the market. And this is all I had left. I could have made like 1 or 2 more octos with this. So I did order some more fiber fill from Amazon. It's already shipped. It's supposed to be here this Friday, which is good, because I don't have any yarn. I mean, not yarn, stuffing. And also ordered some more safety eyes. They haven't shipped yet, but they'll come eventually. So anyways, yeah, I just wanted to share this with you. The mini octos and the pickle is my pattern, and this little guy, I'll go ahead and link him down below too, because he's really fun. I've made 3 of them so far. 2 of them sold to viewers, and then this guy, I gotta put his eyes on there. I kind of thought he looked Godzilla-ish, the colors, you know. But yeah, it's a fun pattern to make, and I really like making dinosaurs. But anyways, I think that's everything I wanted to say. We did do a Easter egg hunt, of course, at my in-laws. I might tack on some pictures from that if you're interested in seeing them. If I have any more clips or anything, I'll tack it on there. I've been really bad at doing VEDA, and it's just because I've been busy. I think this next week will be a little bit better for VEDA. Although I don't know if I'm going to crochet until my fiber fill comes. So I'll have to figure that out. I might just work on something not amigurumi. I'll have to pull out some yarn and start something that's not amigurumi-ish. But yeah, I got a package over here from my good friend. Her birthday is actually today. Happy birthday, Phyllis. But the package is late because I never got a chance to go to the post office last week. Things were so busy. Doctor appointment, co-op, getting ready for market, all that. So I got her some yarn and some other things over here that I'm going to package up. I do got to get her card. I looked at all the cards in Walmart and I couldn't find one that was fitting for her. They don't have any like happy birthday friend cards. All the happy birthday cards are like mom, grandma, niece, aunt, stuff like that, daughter. And then in the friends section, they didn't have any happy birthday cards. They just had like thinking of you kind of cards and friendship cards. So I'm gonna go to Dollar Tree because they usually have a really good selection of cards, and try to find a birthday card for her. And then I can finally get that sent off. But it's gonna be late, but I don't think she'll mind. So her birthday's today, and then Jessie's is in a couple weeks. Right, what is today? 21st? Where is April? Less than 2 weeks away is Jessie's birthday. His is May 1st. And then mine is a week after his on May 7th. Mine's on a Wednesday this year. That's boring. But it's okay. I don't plan on doing anything for my birthday except being at home with my kids probably, and Devin when he gets off work. So, but yeah. So birthdays are all over the place right now. And then we have like a dead zone of birthdays until August. After my birthday, we don't have any more birthdays in the family. until August. And then it is my nephew's birthday and my father-in-law's birthday and Devin's birthday is all in August. September, my sister's birthday is in that, and my other nephew's birthday is right the day after hers. October, my mother-in-law's is right before Halloween. I've always been so jealous of that. November, nobody's birthday's in, and December's Judith's birthday. This is right before Christmas. And then it starts all over in January. So we have like a dead zone in summer for birthdays, which is kind of funny. But anyways, I'm just chatting. I always do. I'm gonna go ahead and hop off here and get this edited because it is up. Oh, the Kaleidoscope mail has ended. I'm probably gonna announce the winner tomorrow. I still gotta make sure I got some email entries that I need to put in there, and then I will do the random number generator thing and draw the 2 winners. So I'm probably will announce them tomorrow, which is the 22nd. If I don't get a video out tomorrow, it'll be the next day for sure. But yeah, so everything will be linked below that I talked about. If you have any questions or comments, let me know. And I will see you guys in another video. Bye, guys. You can put another one on.
Put it on there.
Yep, hold it there for just a minute, okay?
Oops, it's gonna fall.
It'll be alright, just hold it there for just a minute.
Put it up there. Right there.
Is it on there good?
Yeah, it's good.
Yeah.
Did it yet?
I don't know.
Let's go check.
Nope.
Yet.
You gotta put it on there and kind of push it a little. You gotta hold it in your hand and push it. There you go.
Let's go place.
Yeah. What do you think's gonna be under there? What'd you put on there? A bunny?
Yeah.
A bunny? Let's see if it's working. Did it work?
That works. It's awesome.
Oh, it came off. That's okay. We'll try again. Mommy's got a bunny on her hand.
Go put this one on here.
You want me to do another hand?
Yeah.
Do that
Put
one.
that on there. Boop, boop,
Put the
boop.
rag on it and kind of push it. Because the water's got to go off the rag onto the paper. Push it on there for just a minute.
Is it done yet?
Not yet. A little bit longer. It takes a minute or so.
Put that on there, cause.
Alright, do you think it's done?
Yeah.
Peel the paper off. It's on there. Hold on, I'll show you. You see it? Ooh, it's pretty.
I got this one too.
You want to put something on that side? Which one?
This two.
Those two.
One here.
On your wrist?